Hello, 2020 F350, 10-speed, 10R140 transmission. Transmission concern. Customer states the transmission is jerking when shifting between 5th and 6th, sometimes 6th and 7th. All right. Alrighty, blind spot monitor is off. Alrighty, just thought I'd point that out. Get myself buckled in here. Just have to fasten my safety restraints. Ooh, I've just been off for 4th of July weekend, so I gotta get back in the groove a little. First to third felt alright, cold. I'm almost wondering if it's gonna flare going into 4th when it's cold. Oh, let's see. A transmission flare is when it feels like it goes into neutral and doesn't engage anything for a second. In case you didn't know that. Okay, so here's some open road. So now I'll be able to test it better. Oh, seemed to shift up out of 4th pretty well. There's some cars here. Ooh, feel every little bump in the road. Alrighty, I'm gonna put some more miles on it and see what I can verify. Merging on the highway. Merging on the highway. Trying to not get hit in the back because people are driving too fast. Alright, they backed off. Well, so far it's shifting perfectly fine. I'm gonna put another 10 miles or so on it and then hook the scan tool device to the automobile and see if there's any codes. Merging off the highway, getting off the highway. Okay, let's see if it does anything. I mean, I'll be honest, this thing's butter smooth for me. Like I said, I'm going to keep putting miles on it and make my way back to the shop. Walk in fast. Once I'm back to the shop, I'm going to connect the scan tool on it, and if there's not any codes, I'm going to pull up the technical service bulletin, which I believe applies to this truck for the transmission, and follow that, which I believe it'll have me do an accelerated break-in procedure. And if that's where this goes, I'm going to pull open the shop manual, and I don't think I'm allowed to show that because the shop manual is copyrighted, but pretty much I'm going to figure out what clutch packs apply and release going into the gears that they're having concerns with. It should just be 1 or 2 that are going to be in common with those clutches, and what I'm going to do is do an accelerated break-in on those clutches. If it comes to that, if there's no codes. And what the accelerated break-in is it's a feature for certain 10-speed model trucks. Not all of them, actually only a few of them. Mainly the bigger trucks, the 10R140. And what the scan tool does in that mode is cycles the clutch pack a lot of times. I don't know exactly how many, but it's a procedure optimized for cleaning debris out of the valve body bore and try to unstick any sticking valves. And it kind of just it'll apply and release everything in that entire clutch circuit. So if there's anything caught up in there, like in a valve, piece of debris or something, it's going to get that out, in theory anyway. And from my experience, that accelerated brake-in actually does work. So make my way back to the shop and see what we can find out. Make one more attempt at recording an acceleration here, an attempt to duplicate the concern on camera. And if you're wondering if you have a 10R80 or 10R140, yes, it's normal for it to skip the lower gears like that. It's when you're not accelerating hard, it's going to do that in order to save fuel economy, or save on gas. If you're accelerating hard or towing, it's most likely going to go through those gears, all of them. But yeah, it's normal. Just don't worry about that. I have made my way back to the shop. I have attached the scan tool device to the car. Okay, I need to not try to sing stuff that's copyrighted. Alright. Scan tool device, initiate. Remind me later, I don't want to hear that. Initiate starting of the scan tool. Loading. No, I must use FDRS for this vehicle. It is a 2020. 9.3 miles per gallon in the last 30 minutes, which includes that highway drive. It is the 7.3 liter gas engine with a 10R140 transmission and 4 tires in the back. Loading. There are no significant codes. Nothing related to the transmission. Heater for windshield mounted sensor. Nope. I do have the transmission accelerated brake-in. Let me see if that is in the TSB for this exact vehicle, so I can get paid for it. TSB 212420. It says to determine the appropriate clutches to be cycled and do an accelerated main control brake-in, and then do a adaptive learn drive cycle. Okay, the shop manual is copyrighted, so I will tell you in 5th gear, the C and F clutches are applied. In 6th gear, the D and F clutches applied. So the C is released and the D is applied. And then going into 7th gear, C, D, and F are applied. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the accelerated brake-in on the C clutch. I'm going to reset the adaptive tables and drive it. I'm going to do the C clutch brake-in procedure 3 times in a row. That way I can get any debris out for sure. And yes, there's a chance it could still be a CDF drum issue, but let's do this TSB. Alright, accelerated brake-in procedure, C clutch, select. You need to get it on a frame supporting lift. I definitely have done that. Continue. Alright. You might be able to hear it cycling the clutch. This is going to take, this is going to take error. Well, when it works, it takes about 10 minutes each time. Alrighty. C clutch. On engine running, continue. Error. Alright, let me screw with this. This is why I hate flat rate. Everything pays exactly the same no matter what, you have to go through to get it to work. I'm attempting to restart it and see if that fixes the issue with the software. But I do believe I might as well cut the video there. It's getting to be over 10 minutes long, and I've showed you the whole routine on what I would do in this situation. I have not been able to duplicate the concern, so following the service bulletin, doing the accelerated braking on the transmission, resetting the adaptive tables, and road testing it afterwards. And more than likely, on an intermittent issue like this, that should resolve the issue. Of course, I will put plenty of miles on it to make sure it's fixed, but anyway, yeah, that's what we would do in this situation. Hope this helps. Please subscribe for a lot more videos like this, and you have a good day.